Oh, hi. Can you tell I don't script these videos? I probably should. Also, I know my hair is greasier than some McDonald's fries right now. I forgot to buy shampoo. Before I actually get into this topic, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and subscribe because I'm about to get more hyperbolic than the Z Fighters before they false sell. So, I think Pixar kind of ruined animation. Now, hear me out. I like Pixar films, even though I haven't seen one of their movies. At least I haven't watched their movies consistently. Have I ever? I mean, I saw Toy Story and Toy Story 2, obviously. And I saw Toy Story 3 in theaters. That's the only one that I can honestly confirm that I've seen in theaters. But I've seen other Pixar movies, even though sometimes I can't really tell the difference between a Pixar movie and a Disney animation movie, which is kind of a problem in my opinion. Of course, if you grew up in the 80s, the 90s, and even before that, I'm assuming, you kind of know about the Disney Renaissance, about, of course, Aladdin, The Lion King. I don't really know a lot of them. It spans like a decade or more. I think it might start with The Little Mermaid. I'm not entirely sure, though. I'm not an animation historian. But I feel like around the time the Toy Story movies started coming out, I guess around the turn of the century, a lot of that traditional animation kind of started fading away. I know you had movies like Treasure Planet, I believe, might have come around at that time. And then years later, of course, I think there's a movie called The Princess and the Frog or something, which I have not seen, so I guess I am part of the problem. But I'm getting kind of tired of this. I've actually been tired of this kind of, I guess you'd call it 3D animation. I'm not sure that Pixar seems to have pioneered in a way. And of course, Disney Animation has adopted it, Illumination has adopted it, and then a bunch of much lesser studios have adopted it. Some to obviously great degree, like Pixar. DreamWorks is another one. And others not so much. But honestly, even the good ones, even the Pixars of the world, I'm just kind of getting tired of. I mean, when I look back on it, and you can, I guess, answer this in the comments, when is the last time you saw, and I can't think of one myself, when's the last time you saw a traditional animation outside of anime, if you do watch anime, in theaters? And I legitimately, thinking about it, there might be one that I'm missing, but I can't think of one in the last decade. And that's just kind of sad. Now, of course, these companies are gonna push what's popular, and I guess that's kind of what's happened. People want to see 3D animation, and I know that traditional 2D animation, traditional in quotes, I'm sure no one does it completely traditional anymore. But I know it is expensive, and I wonder if maybe a lot of people just don't do it anymore. A lot of people, when they go into school for art, for animation, a lot of them maybe are taught 3D, or maybe I guess they would choose to go into 3D animation instead of traditional hand-drawn. And I miss that. I miss how completely different it is to 3D animation. And maybe that was why people liked 3D animation so much when it first came out, is because all we got, really, at least that I know of, was 2D animation, and people were awed at Toy Story and Monsters Inc. I don't know when Monsters Inc. came out, and I got so tired of it, I guess, that I completely dropped off the map when it came to Pixar and Disney animation in general, not to mention DreamWorks. I haven't seen... I'm trying to think. I saw Toy Story 3. That was the last one I saw in theaters, but I never saw Finding Dory. I never saw the Monsters Inc. sequel. I've never seen almost any of them, and I know some of them are considered good. People like Brave, people like WALL-E, people like, what's the name of another one? I know I'm missing a bunch, but I've seen one. I see one every once in a while, and now that they're on Disney Plus, I do watch more of them than I used to. But they just never look as good as the traditional animation. Again, traditional in quotes. And I'll see that obviously I clearly don't know anything about animation. I don't know what it takes. I don't know how many people can do this versus that. But when I go back and I look at, I'm trying to think, I can't even think of one that I've seen. Soul, I didn't see Soul, but I have seen the trailers, and it does look good. But then you go back and you watch Demon Souls. Not Demon Souls, I'm sorry, that's a video game. You go back and you watch Demon Slayer, and it's not even in the same league. You go back, you watch Castlevania, the Netflix show, which is a TV show, and again, it is not in the same league as a Pixar animation. Of course, this is also my opinion. This is how I feel. I clearly prefer one to the other. But even if I didn't, wouldn't it be nice to see something different, to break up the formula? I feel like anime is the only thing keeping this afloat when an anime movie is released in theaters. And I know Demon Slayer did incredible last year, so hopefully maybe that will show some Western companies that these things can still make money, that they're still a viable source of income. I don't know though. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see some more traditional? Would you like to see Disney bring back the Mulan style, the Lion King style of animation? Or are you okay with the new 3D style? And if you are, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it will ever come back as well. Okay, so I just looked up animated movies and I learned two things, both of which depressed me. First off, the Lion King remake, the live action thing, that's #1 according to Wikipedia. So that's heinous. And #2, as far as I could tell, there's only 2 animated movies, traditional animated movies, in the top 50. Simpsons movie and the original Lion King from 1994. While looking at that list though, I did notice the Amazing Spider-Man animated movie that came out a few years ago, which is amazing, no pun intended. And if you haven't seen that, 1,000,000% check that out. And I am pretty sure that that's getting a sequel. So maybe if people see the success of the anime movies and those new Spider-Man animated movies, we'll actually start to see the ball get rolling on more. And of course, like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure to subscribe and leave a like.